Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Andrews and Eastern. So, just to recap, I skipped through the end of the last day. It was just running some cars down to Nantahala and then running the passenger train. Nothing really exciting to watch. Started a new day. Was all prepared to skip it or skip ahead a little bit. And then I realized we actually have a fair amount of switching to do. So obviously we've got this boxcar, which needs to come down to the yard. Oh, we've got that runaway caboose, which I'm gonna need to stop pretty quick. That's being sold. But then we have a block of cars for Robinson. We got a block of cars for the paper. But then we also have one for the coaling tower. We have one, two for the grain silo, and then a few to go down to Nantahala. That's actually going to take a bit of time to sort out. So, we're going to do that. Fortunately, we've also finished repairing and overhauling this consolidation we found wrecked at Alarka Junction, so we can use that to get things started. Once that train is out of town, we'll have our decapod grab the cars up at the grain silo, take them on, and then Skookum can become our plant switcher here. Let's go back to the hopper. Yeah, you're good. So, first things first. How's our passenger train? Is it full? It's as full as it's going to get. You... highball. So as you can see, this is our new grain silo industry. It has 2 tracks, AG1, AG2. But we got all these cars that need to go to places we haven't unblocked yet. So for the time being, we're going to take these up to Alarka Junction and hold them there. Just stick them on one end of the Y or passing track. We'll also get these things into the shop later. But for now, actually, let's also get our pulpit train ready to go. So much to do in the morning, I tell ya. No wonder railroaders work all the livelong day. Alright, I'm going to waypoint you to there. And that way you can get run around and heading your way. In the meantime, let's get you rolling. We'll start by getting all our grain cars out. We'll put those over there. Drop everything else on top of them. And that way we can get our train to Alarka and Robinson ready. Or Nantahala and Robinson ready. Of course, get our Jed light on. Oh, and then at some point we're going to need to drop this car. Probably do that right now. So we need you to go onto that track. And then we can have the outbound car go onto that track and just roll all the way down. Actually, it might be better to have it go onto that track. That way we know it's out of the way. Dunk. So we only need these first 2 cars. But you need to stop. Yeah, remember how this yard is built on a hill? Alright, you go back. You hold up there. And while you're coasting down, come all the way over here again. Select you. And waypoint you to the other end of the cut. And come back here. Quickly grab our train. We're going to shove these down a ways because we need to make sure we clear everything. That'll do. So now, go back, grab these cars, drop them on those cars. Actually, no, we probably need these to roll a bit further. Keep half an eye on them. A little too much break. Dunk. Alright. Release. Release. Go back. It is a lot of train to move, 833 tons, but we are doing it. Just as a reminder, a short-term goal, we want enough money. Oh, wrong button. We want enough money to buy the D85, which means we need about 29 grand. Now, I am willing to take out loan for part of that, but not all of it. If we can get up to about 25 grand, then I'll finance the rest. So that's going to take a few sessions. And while you're coasting down, the train is ready. Select. And you need to go to Graham County. You'll be following closely behind the passenger train. So that's those two trains out of the way. This one will not be too far behind. Too much, too much, too much. Okay, never mind. That was good. Alright, after pondering this some more, thinking I might be doing this wrong. What I think I actually want to do is let's have this engine. We'll have it grab the cars going to Alarka, because then everything's just going to Alarka. And then we'll have our Decapod grab the Nantahala cars and the paper cars. It'll drop the paperboard cars off, and it'll take everything else to Nantahala. And it can switch those. And that way Skookum just has to deal with the remaining cars. But we'll have it pull out the paper stuff and take it to the paperboard, just so that Skook's not having to pull all of it out. And then if we have time, we'll stick some of these log cars in the shop and get them touched up and ready to sell. Because we don't need them. We're a long ways from Whittier. And what day is it again? Well, yesterday was day 8, so today is day 9. Go, train, go! Go, train, go! Alright, 10's on its way out. Passenger train is at Roto. That was absolutely 20 seconds of worth of warning. And I think you can coast, because we'll want to put... Are these cars loads or empties? I think they're a mix. That one's loaded, that one's loaded, that one's empty, that one's loaded. Okay, so we'll get these on the front. $4 at Roto. Eh, it's something. Take it back a little more. Get those 5 cars. And we're going to need to stop in Nantahala actually and pick up about a few more. One of which is actually for the water tower, so we'll need to make sure that one's spotted pretty well. Oh, which one of these has the handbrake? That one's got the handbrake. Take it back. I'm wondering if I should set up a timetable for the passenger train. Might be worth looking into. So get that tied on. Oh, too much. Dunk. Release. Road. Reverse. So next thing we're going to do, teleport to Nantahala. Here's the extra cars that need to go up. And we're going to drop our flare right about there. There. And that way we can make sure everything cools up. Alright, goodbye! Have fun! Be free! As free as you can be when your entire life is guided by 2 rails. Alright. So now it's your turn. So we want you to go here. We'll put the Nantahala cars in front. We'll leave these cars behind. We'll just let them roll into these other 2 cars. Tatham Grain and Seed Co. I am expecting this stream to be a bit lighter in viewership because the Birdman is doing his office hours. I was going to do this yesterday, but Angry Ragtimer was playing Railroad Tycoon 2, and I was one of the people who supported him doing that, so it's important to go watch that. And then I would have done this earlier today, but Midland was doing his community night, and I haven't done multiplayer Derail Valley in a while. But I did want to get this done, so we're doing it. So we got 3 trains out already. Pretty soon we'll have 4, and then 5. This is the experimental branch, so we are able to do the waypoints. And of course, our sessionly refresher. Sessionly? How else would you do that? We are doing a custom save. We sandboxed a little bit to set it up. We are starting in Andrews, and we have to work our way back to Whittier, clearing up train wrecks along the way. There's at least 3 more between us and Whittier, and there's a 4th one in Whittier. And of course, every time we come across wrecked equipment, we need to drag it to the nearest shop. In this case, we only have Andrews. Overhaul it, and then we can either keep it or sell it as we desire. Although if it's owned by another railroad, they might tell us we have to just give it back. Place that. Place that. Waypoint you on top of those. So what do we have? I never did check all those cars on this train. We should probably do that. I'm going to tell you to stop real quick, because I totally forgot to check the bearings. Although it seems that the AI has checked them. Nope, not quite. The AI checked some of them for me. Or possibly these ones were loaded up while they were sitting. I would rather not run into a hotbox. Yeah, you know, those CS and S guys, you never know what they're going to do. All right, continue. Oh, yeah, that one's pretty low. That one's pretty low. course the SPSF would give us a car with low oil. Everything going to paperboard I'm not too worried about. It's not going to be going far enough for it to be a big deal. And of course you're fine. Alright, select you. Tie in the air. Release the handbrake, and I need you to take these to here. And once we get over there, Skookum can sort them out. I don't want Skookum doing this auto engineer though, because the auto engineer tends to slip. And unlike all the base game engines, Skookum actually can slip. Ooh, Seattle, the North Coast. Union Road of Oregon. I don't think we want their cars. Gondon can do it in Southern. Oh, those ones are just regular ones. Well, 39 bucks from Topton, that's good. So once this is out of the way, we'll at least have our engine go get water and coal, because it's not low. We really should have tried to fill it last night. And then if we go to our shop locations, we need more repair parts. We've got a car out, and we're sending out another one. We might need to go buy a third, because I don't think that next wreck had a boxcar in it. Next ones are going to be all the way out in Bryson. It's pretty far to go. But yeah, if you watch, take this up. It doesn't do it as low speed, or once you get above a certain speed, but at very low speeds, 100% throttle flips it. And I just got tired of the AI doing that. Oh, it didn't go far. Watch. See? And when it slips, it's an issue. And on a hill, it's an even bigger issue. So, we're going to have to run the Skook manually. You're going to be doing that for a bit. Alarka train is there. Pulpit train is there. Pastor train is descending the hill. And Nantahala train is getting ready to drop cars. We're going to need both those engines, both the 46s, to get up and over Red Marble, I bet, once it's time to bring stuff back. Full. About 75 seems to be the limit. And I overshot, so I guess we're not getting water yet. So now everything we need is on that track. got 1 for coal and oil, and then 3 for the seed, and then I guess once we're up there, we'll go switch the paper board or the paper plant. A little bit of break around that corner. And then we might move, again, we'll see if we can move some of these log cars over into the shop. Like, it would be nice if we could clear out the Y. 12's at the waypoint. Once we get this thing hooked up and rolling back, we'll get 12 on its way. Hard dunk. Release, release, go back. All right, and you, it's open. Shouldn't be open. Didn't mean to open that. We're gonna waypoint you to the sighting here at Nantahala. And then we'll deal with you the switching once we get there. Okay, 10's at top, then it'll be at Graham County pretty soon. So now it is Skookum's turn. Your time to shine. And I did not mean to get that song stuck in my head. Crossover that one, but not that one. Kill the throttle. I might put this engine to use as well. I think it can move the log cars. Nah, I think we'll be busy enough. And the log cars are not a huge priority to get fixed. It's kind of an as we have time and energy and parts and such. Oh, slipped. Abbott. Alright, so we got money. So that's that. I think those are already in order, actually. So I think AG1 is actually the further east one. While we go back, let's double check that. Patience, Tatham. AG1. They are in order, so we can just run straight through that siding. Excellent. Just need some decent spacing is all. Ten is stopped for... Okay, so 10 is there. That's good. I'll throw that switch for it, just to be nice. But it is essentially done. And you've got a fusee in the gauge, so in a moment I'll get that sorted out so it can keep going. Once we get these cars dropped off, I will ignore what I said earlier about not using this thing on auto and tell it to head to the paperboard while I take care of the passenger train. Our pulpit train is kind of last priority at the moment. Because it's going to have a whole bunch of stuff coming at it anyway. So we kind of need the passing track in Topton to do anything with it. There we go. Apply a couple handbrakes. 180 bucks. Not too shabby. So you waypoint yourself to there. Save the game. Head down to Nantahala. Select. Manual. Actually, no. You know what? You're good. Pass the fuse and keep going. You got plenty of coal and water. The next train behind you, I'm just the one I'm really worried about. Doing better on passengers. And you've got 4, 13, 16 going that way. Decent. What is this train doing? You can hear it. It's working. You can tell. It's only going 13 miles an hour. But it is making it, and that's the important part. This is on part of the steeper stretch. So it is that. Well, so 600 tons. That's some of that's engine. So roughly 500 tons is the rating. Alright, well, I was hoping to avoid showing you me switching the paperboard yet again, but I guess you're going to see me switching the paper plant yet again. Yay! So let's see. So that one's going to R. SH is over there. Nothing coming out of R, so we can just kick that one over there. Kick the other two there to run around them later. Did it again. Okay. Release the handbrake. And we will do some kicking. Don't you like kicking? That said, now switching the paper is our second lowest priority. So I wonder if it's got a shortage of anything. Nope, doesn't say so. All right. Sometimes I'm actually pretty good at this. Usually it feels like I'm actually pretty bad at this, though. So I keep forgetting to throw switches. So you are lined. And you are lined. Alright, so now we get the other cars and we can do the actual switching. Just gotta keep an eye on everything else that's moving. Yep, okay. There you go. I'm just gonna stop you there. I don't think these cars are gonna overrun, so we'll leave them alone for now. Master Train is running through Hewitt. And our first freight is almost at Topton. Second freight is only 2-ish miles behind now. Yeah, they're pretty much stopped as is. Cycle those handbrakes a couple times. Stop you. We're gonna need to move that car over, so we'll give them an extra spot. First train has reached Topton. Cumbres and Tulsa car? That's weird. Oh, and a Longview and Portland car. Or Longview, Portland, and Northern car. Yep. Just need to kick you over to the next track. Perfection. Alright, so now we'll take you out. And we'll put you, I guess we'll put you on that track, and then we'll run down to the other end. Those cars are pretty much stopped, yeah. I was hoping they'd roll a little further. Those 3 cars can go up there, and then these 2 cars can get shoved out. We'll take them to interchange, and then we'll see what happens after that. Other stuff might be ready to move. Right now we run. First train's there. Second train's only a mile behind it. Oh, hang on. Who chatted? Oh, hi, Celestial. Don't worry about not joining earlier because, well, you know, everyone's got their own life going on. So right now, again, we're in the middle of switching paperboard, or not paperboard. You think 16 episodes into this, I'd realize that this is only paper. It's the paper bird. That's what we decided it is. But we got our Skookum. And then, of course, we've got 2 trains heading down to Nantahala and 1 somewhere beyond it. Should probably see if that Wesser car is ready to go. Maybe I'll check that when I'm done here. Alright, and forward. I think we can fit them all there. We'll give it a shot. think they put caustic soda and paper on dedicated tracks, but apparently they can go on either. Kind of weird. And then the second train is passed, which means we'll be able to start getting our pulpwood out. 4 cars at a time, because that's all the K35 can take up the top end of Red Marble. If we get bigger power, we might reassign our Connie to that train. And then that Mikado can just be the Andrew switcher, and I guess Skookum becomes the Nantahala switcher. I don't know. We'll find a niche for it. It's too cute to get rid of. Yeah, that one's not going to move anytime soon. Alright, now we'll kick those up the main track. And I'll run around them and shove them into the interchange. So that's a Durgwa car and a New York Central car. We just dropped off Condon Kazoo in Southern. I think that's Boston and Maine. And Atlantic Coastline. And of course we are the Andrews in Eastern. Oop, not that. There we go. Oh, which way the grade is here. And I think 10, 11 miles an hour ought to be enough to kick these. We don't want them going too fast, obviously, because we don't want them crashing into the boxcar already up there, but we also don't want them to run out. Up, and that train's already at the other, ready for coal. So that one, we'll get this set up and then we'll go deal with that train. Oh, those trains. There's going to be a few to deal with there. As you can see, with this much railroad, we're already at the point where one person can do it and have a lot of fun to doing it. We've got a lot of work to do. Just wait till I get the whole railroad unlocked. Admittedly, we only need to go to Whittier, as far as I know, and I don't think there's anything up at Alarka. A branch was proposed, but I've been told that the prospectors did not actually find anything. The ground assay results were very disappointing. So no Alarka branch. Cycle the handbrake. Release that. Alright, we're going to waypoint you. I know this engine doesn't like being waypointed. We're going to do it anyway. Because we got 2 other trains to take care of. Okay, you are now full. So we're going to manually take you. Tell you to back up a little more. I'm going to drop a fusee so that the next train, which is already pretty close, doesn't run into you. Because we don't actually want you going too far. I actually want you to stop right about there. Because now you need to pick up those cars. Yep, there's our newly repaired Consolidation. Barely has any miles on it now. Yep, and the following train is stopped. That's good. Where's our passenger train? Passenger train is almost to Almond. I've been pinged. Is that... Nah, that's Carl being late. Never mind. False alarm. Worthless ping. So that's 454 tons. We'll take you up to the water tower, and then you can water up and keep going. I don't think water is going to be an issue. There's one at there's a tower at Almond too, and that first boxcar will put one up at Alarka Junction. But it doesn't hurt. I think I left the fusee at the coal tower. Yeah. Good, because we'll want to manual this engine too. And look at all those boxcars and other cars that need to go to Bryson and Illa and Whittier. And the line's blocked. We'll get there eventually, but for now we're going to take them up to Alarka. I had been storing them just outside of Andrews. And now there's a grain silo just outside of Andrews, so I can't store them there. There's not really anywhere else good to store them. I mean, maybe I could stash them up there, up at this track, but may as well take them all the way to Alarka. Not really using the Y for anything. You need to slow down, sir. Yeah, it's going to open on the water tower. 880 tons. Come, you. Come on, you can... There we go. Oh. Okay. If you say that works, that's fine with me. Alright, you're cold up. manually select you. I'm going to apply that handbrake. Didn't I swore I clicked that, right? Alright. Easy. I'm gonna waypoint you just down to your destination. Cargo prop might be ready to pick up later. We'll deal with that when it's ready to pick up. Alright, and that one's at the waypoint, and we got 81 bucks at Almond. And you're still watering up, but you're almost done. We'll hit that one on the way back, and then we gotta take these up to Hewitt. So anything up at Hewitt? Anything else ready to go out? That one's ready to go out, so we can take that back with us. Alright, you're ready to keep going, so just... I guess we'll waypoint you as well. Take yourself to... yourself to there for now. I don't want to block the main because we might have the passenger train get turned around. And while we're waiting around for other stuff to happen, let's get you ready. All right. Oh wow, that loaded fast. Okay, so you stay where you are. I'm either not hitting my hotkey right or they changed something. Oh, actually, we do need those to roll a little bit. Okay. 1 second. I need all this to roll back enough that I can get down this track. And then set handbrakes. And then I'm going to waypoint you to the end of that cut. And just start grabbing them 4 at a time. That's the way to do it. Now you grab your stuff and go there. Is Graham County any? Yeah, they're nowhere close to being low on pulpwood. Sheesh. Oh no, you're already going there. That's right. Next waypoint is going to take it up to the bottom of the siding at Topton. One, two, three, four. I want you to stop. Not all the way, because we'll grab another set of cars to stick in there. Oh no, not you. You need to keep going to where you were going. This gets confusing. Waypoints are confusing. Select you. And do that. And meanwhile, we'll head back to Andrews, and we will get Skookum sorted out. See if we can get some of those log cars in the shop. Nothing else is going to need our attention for a little bit. It'll take, even with just 4 cars, it'll take 10 a while to get itself up the top then. Six of 1 isn't going to have anything to do. 12 will actually be ready pretty quick. We'll grab like 9 of these, I think. And yeah, we do have this little 4-4 over here. We used it a little bit before, but not lately. It's just not very strong. Let's grab some more. Can't tell where it's not hooked up. So it's this one right here. Maybe we can just get all of them, actually. Yeah. I mean, you can certainly try. Alright, meanwhile... you go and stop short of Hewitt. Oh, look at that. Skookum with a whole bunch of log cars. Isn't that exactly what you would like to see? Unfortunately, these things all need to get fixed and then sold, so... Some of them are actually in decent condition, but the rules say we gotta overhaul and repair everything. Even the ones that are actually in something decent condition. Alright. You can do this. It's only 465 tons. Stick them there, run around, and put some of them here and some of them there. You might try and sort them by how badly they're beaten. It's like That one's toast. That one's not. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Yep, there it goes. That one's toast. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. That one's toast. Toast. Not terrible. That's like the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are pretty good. Then there's 3 that are toast. Maybe we'll put the toast ones here and the good ones there. That way we can move all the good ones out at the same time. And I thought about keeping some of these because at some point we'll reach Whittier. And it might be nice to have some logs when we do. But we need somewhere to keep them, and we don't... Well... Yeah, we don't really have anywhere to keep them. We might keep those, the ones that are full. We can stick them up at that one passing track outside of, between Brooks and Almond. I'm going to waypoint you to there. And it's looking. But that's because I want to be at this engine when it reaches Hewitt. And remember, folks, be like Jesus. Jesus saves. Oh, 10's at its waypoint, so I guess we can get it ready with another look, too. Grab some more. Waypoint mode is so nice. I am so glad that the team implemented that. Okay, no, that one's for Union Lumber. We don't worry about that one. It's just along for the ride because we can't conveniently switch it going this way. Yeah, we were going to check that car at Wesser. Nah, it's still got a ways to go. That one's definitely going to be a road freight grab, this. And because of order, we're going to grab these 2, then put that one in the back. And that way when this one's ready, it'll be easier to grab in the future. I think M and PR is Ma and Pa. You know, I want to try and Dutch drop that one. And I know I shouldn't, but I kind of want to Dutch drop that one. I don't think we're going to Dutch drop that one. Passenger train's at Alarka, so it's almost at the end of its run. Actually, get to Alarka Junction real quick. Drop a fusee. I'm going to tell you to start picking up people going the other way. Alright, you got everyone going the other way. Yeah, I don't think we're going to Dutch drop that car. Also need to figure out where those two trains are going to pass. It's probably going to end up being Brooks by the time that passenger train is turned around and ready to go. What was that for a second? That's what I'm not gonna Dutch drop it, but I am gonna do that. Save myself a move. That wasn't supposed to. I swear I'm shift clicking this. There we go. That speeds up the runaround a little bit. Alright. Waypoint yourself around. Where are we? There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Alright, so now that'll keep going. I think I'm gonna line this thing for the side. Brooks. That might work. Here, how about this? Line it for the siding. We'll drop a flare on each track. One way or another, that thing is stopping. That train will stop. Manual. Did I have air on these? Yeah, I had air on these. Maybe not. Oh, maybe I had a handbrake on. This is not going well, is it? Switch lines. Switch on? Switch on. Oh. Okay. I guess that's also your cue that you've arrived at Hemingway? Oh, departed Hemingway, even. I'll take care of you in a moment. That might have been a bit of a hard dunk. Switching with the Decapod. Not typical. But we'll roll with it. Missed. PB&J makes me hungry. And where are we? Waypoint yourself to there. Let's go get the passenger train sorted out. You, I think, are past the station limit, so... I'll just let you kick that stuff real quick. And then we better change our markers. The charter caboose is actually kind of nice. If we wanted to run mixed trains, it would be super nice. You are almost there. You are coming up. Yeah, so I think Brooks is going to be the good meeting point. It'll hold the other train for a little while, but not too badly. How are you doing on... Yeah, you're doing fine on fuel. While we're over here, let's pop over to Alarka Junction. The Alarka Mine. Yep, it took care of all the toppers, so we're going to have 5 loads going back. YOLO. Not many people know about that short line. Didn't last very long. It only lived once. But it was a real short line, all jokes aside. Alright, you've done that. So now you need to head back. And I'm going to have you grab the last car off of that cut, and then all those 3. And in the meantime, we'll just kind of hope that these don't roll away. They shouldn't. I think there's enough handbrakes on. Back up to Hemingway. We're also going to do 2 hours worth of time skip. We'll just take care of that now. Wait, 1 hour? And that will hopefully give us some more passengers going that way. And we'll wait 1 more hour. Timetabling this would make it a lot easier, I will acknowledge. I'm thinking maybe we do like a 6:30 train and then a 1:30 train. And just carefully use time skips. Or 6:30 out of Andrews and a 1:30 out of Andrews. Something like that. Takes about an hour and a half to make a one-way trip right now. Oh. Okay. Dunk. Road. Reverse. Full beans. There we go. And 12's ready to take on water. Okay, that fusee, or the waypoint marker, was not quite right. It was close. Of course, now that boxcar's on the wrong side. Yeah, it'll be fine. Or that car's on the wrong side. One of them's on the wrong side. It'll be fine. Let's go back to Nantahala. Not ready to go. Not ready to go. We'll see what happens when the other freight train gets back. This thing might need to go dig it out anyway. We'll waypoint it over and we'll see what happens. Probably should have had Skookum do something with those log cars before I time skipped. Alright. Well, we can go take care of that as soon as we waypoint this thing. It is nice that they added a building there. Alright, and now that Skookum's been waiting around for a while, so 410 is the first, I think, was it 410? I don't know. Oh, I guess we're doing it this way then. Destination. Overhaul. 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 All the way to the buffer stop. Not Bryson. Sheesh. Still doing it. But you're just outside of it, aren't you? No, you're still on it, but this one's outside of it. Yeah, that's all we're going to fit on here for a bit. But it won't take too long to repair. Yeah, see, some of these just need about 10 minutes. The ones that are really busted are the really busted ones, though. Alright. Let's head back. See what's going on. Where's our train? Okay, you did take that track, so I'm gonna route you around to the siding. Not what I wanted, but it'll work. Twelve's at its waypoint. Excelente. And once we get 601 to Alarka Junction, I think we will call it a stream. And then we'll start off getting it switched out next stream. Passenger train is on its way, though. Not actually sure where the dam on this river would be. Maybe it would be there? But, you know, it's called Fontana Lake because of a dam, so... I guess I'll have to go look up sometime where the dam that created Fontana Lake is. But since the line out of Bryson, that stub line out of Bryson is apparently the old main, it's probably, you know, somewhere over that way. But yeah, that just about wraps it up for this session. Which means we're meeting our usual criterion of, roughly an hour and a half per stream. I feel like that's a fairly good time. It's not too long for me, it's not too long for you. Keeps things kind of interesting. We might have to extend it to 2 hours or so once we start getting to Bryson or Whittier, though. We'll pull the fusee, throw the switch. 601 can get back on its way. Although I think we're actually gonna put another fusee down about here so we can leave the Alarka Junction cars on the main line. So I'll be ready to switch those out early next sesh. And those cars are already empty. I guess they needed coal. Which reminds me, we're going to schedule an interchange for 12:15. So we need to make sure everything gets back. I think we can do that. Oh, that's empty. Well, these cars, what are these looking like? You're emptying decently fast. They're loading up similarly quick. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, that's right. We got to get 10 ready as well. That ought to finish off the session. Waypoint yourself there. We'll get you going up the hill. And you can just take everything back down. Honestly, we could keep doing this until we had all 20 cars, but 12 for at the moment it's only tiered up enough to need 10 at a time. Can we tier it up actually? We can. We better do that. And you can tier up. You can tier up. You can tier up. Remember, our goal is to get everything to a minimum of tier 3. You cannot tier up. Or you. And you take cars so slowly, you haven't had a chance to tier up. Release. Release. Head to Topton. And grab your other cars. So you're almost done. 601 is almost to where it needs to go. 12 sitting and waiting to help 12 over the hill. Over and down. I drank all my water. It is good to stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water, folks. Actually, you know what? We're gonna de-waypoint this thing. We're just gonna keep running it manually. Kind of dangerous just leaving those cars out on the main line, but that's what we're gonna do. Alright, 2 lot of cars have completed their overhauls. These cars are just going to sit on this track for a bit. Because we're not really going to use this for passing, I don't think. And then you need to go there, actually. Well, that's good. It's out of the way. Now the log car finished. Hope we don't run out of repair parts on these things. It's going to use a lot, but we're not going to run out. Alright, we'll get these, we'll tell it to shove them up, and we'll call it and then once it's moving, we'll call it a sesh. Thank you all for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, do the whole like, subscribe, press button thingy, algo, whatever. And we'll be back probably Tuesday next week to do this all over again. Well, not do it all over again, but we'll pick up where we're leaving off. Make sure I didn't accidentally send it down the wrong track. 2 more cars completed overhauls. Again, we'll save some and sell the others. Ouch. Alright. You go there. You watch. We'll close out of that. We'll close out of that. And we will call this a session. See you next week. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Take care.